Hello, Blake Grutis here with F64 Academy and F64 Elite, and today I want to talk to you about something called Snapshots in Adobe Camera Raw. These are similar to Snapshots in Photoshop, but they're housed right inside that RAW file, so you can always access different settings within that RAW file at the click of a button. So all we have to do is click between our snapshots to see different versions of what we've recorded inside this RAW file. Let's go ahead and dive into this topic, and I'll talk about not only snapshots, but how they differ from syncing settings and also presets. So if you're pretty familiar with Adobe Camera Raw, these snapshots might be nothing new to you. But even for some of us seasoned veterans of Adobe Camera Raw, these snapshots can be kind of a mystery. We can do whatever we want to a RAW file right here within Adobe Camera Raw with our basic settings, adding effects, vignettes, even going in and making some detailed brushwork. So we've done many tutorials on Adobe Camera Raw. What I've done for you right now is I've just set this image up to show you what the snapshots are, where to find them, and how to choose between them. So if you look right here on this little icon over here that looks like multiple versions of a layer, just click that. These are where your snapshots are. Now by default, Adobe Camera Raw is not going to save any snapshots for you until you decide to save a snapshot. But what a snapshot is it's literally a snapshot of any of the settings that you have on the image when you save it in its current state. So if we look at the very beginning of this was the very first image before I even did anything. I just saved a snapshot of what the regular RAW file looked like and called it base image. Then if you look after the basic settings, after doing some mild temperature adjustments and doing some stuff with highlights and shadows, I made another snapshot. And then I added some effects to the image and made another snapshot, that vignette that's really deep around the image. And then I did some very custom brushwork or some local adjustments and also made another snapshot. And the reason why is I wanted to be able to bounce back and forth between them so that after I'm done making my brushwork, I can say, do I really like this better than it looked before? So instead of having to delete any of those brushes or press the preview button, I have snapshots built right into this that I can use at any time. Why this is beneficial is if you want to sync these settings with something else. So if I look at the stuff that I've done with this image and I like what I've done here, but when I start doing some of that custom brushwork, it makes it a little bit more difficult for me to sync those settings with another photo that has very similar settings. So I can go back at any time to any one of these and I can use this to sync my settings with another photo. To make a snapshot, it's really simple. So I'm just going to go back to our base image here. And let's say I want to make, I don't know, maybe a black and white version of this. Maybe I'll dock the saturation all the way down. I might, bring my shadows down, bring my highlights up, make this a much more contrasty looking photograph, and maybe even head into my HSL adjustments here to see what I can do about the color that's underneath that image. Let me convert this to grayscale, get those reds popping. Maybe pop those oranges a little bit more, bring those yellows out a little bit more underneath there. That looks good. And maybe keep those greens down. Okay. Come back over to my basic settings and then drop the contrast a little bit more. Maybe even reduce my exposure a little bit and bring up those whites. So this would be a basic dramatic black and white image. Ooh, even bring up that clarity. Beautiful. So this would be a basic dramatic black and white image that is done basically on the base image or the regular RAW version. So if I pop over here into my snapshots and I press a new snapshot, I could call this maybe 06BW. So I know that this is the black and white version. Now these settings for this snapshot are saved in their own individual area. They're saved right there within the XMP sidecar file that follows this image. So if I need to go back to my settings before I went to black and white, all I have to do is click on After Brushes, After Effects, or after my basic adjustments that I did to my photograph. Now these are not the same thing as presets. A preset is a list of functions that you set from the settings that you have in your image that can be used on other photographs. So just to show you, if I were to click on this image right here and hop over to the snapshots, there's not going to be anything there. And if I click on presets, I don't see any presets for this image here. However, you can save these snapshots as presets if you would like, or you can use the data that's in this snapshot to sync the settings with another image. Let's go to the after the basic adjustments here in this one. If I click this and click down to this image, or just click on both of them, just shift click on both of them, right click and say sync settings. It asks me what do I want to sync. Well, because these are just basic settings, I could just sync these, but we're just going to say everything and press OK. So now what it's going to do is it's going to take all the settings from this image and sync them up with the images below based on the snapshot of my after the basic image adjustments. Okay, that's different than a preset. Now let's say I do some stuff on this image, specifically in the detail, sharpening, and noise reduction section here. I can make a preset of the noise reduction and sharpening that's happening here. All I have to do is click on the preset area and then make a new page. And this, all I want to do is press Alt or Option and click on the luminance noise reduction and the sharpening and the color noise reduction. And I'll call this NR plus sharp. So I know that that's noise reduction plus sharpening. Press OK. So now if I click on this photograph right here and look at my noise reduction and sharpening, if I click on just that, that would be just the noise reduction and sharpening that's happening in the image and none of the other settings that would be happening from this image here. So the difference between a snapshot and a preset is that a preset is a list of functions that you save as a preset that can be used at any time on your images, whereas a snapshot is a list of settings that get saved into the specific raw file of the image. But you can use that by syncing those settings with other photographs similar to that day. There is a word of caution that I have to throw at you here. If I were to open this image up into Photoshop as a smart object, press Open Object. What this allows me to do is, because it's now a smart object, I can double click anywhere inside this box, the image of this box, and go back into my Adobe Camera Raw settings. So if I double click on this, I'm going back into those Adobe Camera Raw settings, but let's look at the snapshots. It still has the snapshots here that were listed before, but if I were to go ahead and make a new one, let's just say we're going to call this one a new snapshot 07 test and press OK. And we'll press OK. So now what I'm going to do is, just to test this, I'm going to close this image and I'm going to reopen it. And now I'm going to go over to my snapshots and look what you see here. We don't see the 07 test. So the thing about snapshots is you want to use them on the initial opening of that RAW file, not when you go into Adobe Camera Raw as a filter, or if you use Adobe Camera Raw as a smart object on that image. It won't save them in that RAW file data. That's important to note, because if you do all this work, you open it up as a smart object, you hop back in, you do more work, you save that snapshot, and you open it up again, you're like, where is it? It's not going to be there. Because those snapshots are only going to be saved on the initial opening of that image, and they won't be saved if you open it up as a smart object and do some more work and save another snapshot. In the end, snapshots are just a really great way for you to save an instance of the settings that you have in your image that you really like, so that you can progress forward and make deviations to that. Like you saw here, after the basic settings, after the effects, after the brushes. Oh wait, let's go back to the beginning. Let's make a black and white version of this. It's a great way for you to explore different options for the same photograph. Again, they're different from presets. This is a list of settings that are saved in the RAW file. A preset is a list of settings that are saved into Adobe Camera Raw and can be accessed anywhere on any image. However, we can still sync these settings on any of our other photographs if we would like to do that as well. So again, my name is Blake Rudis with F64 Academy and F64 Elite. If you like this, please comment, like it, share it, and tell a friend. And if you're into this Photoshop stuff and you really like it, I've created a new course on creativelive.com called the Adobe Photoshop CC Bootcamp. It's huge. It covers everything that you need to know about Photoshop, and you can get that in the link below in the description here on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, it will be in the description above, or if you're on the website, it will be somewhere in the blog post for this video. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. I sincerely appreciate it.